You know, the one thing that I can't stand what people do in this day and age is people makes excuses for the ones out there who are not trying to help themselves. That's the thing that I don't quite get. You know, I was on Facebook today and I was reading comments about this woman, right? This woman's a crackhead. Well, she was not always a crackhead, but she constantly kept going in and out in jail. You know, she's 35 years old right now. Like she's 35 or 34 years old right now. And she's been getting in trouble since she was 18 years old. I mean, I looked her up. I think she's from Indiana or whatever like that. Indiana, whatever. So I was reading about her, right? I looked at her mug shots and stuff like that. And this woman kept constantly kept going in and out in jail, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, all the way from when she was 18 years old, from a teenager, all through her 20s. Now she's in her 30s, which right now she's like 34, 35 years old. So I saw her mugshot on Facebook, and I'm reading the comments, right? Because now the woman's a crackhead. She's a crackhead now. But I'm reading through the comments, right, through the Facebook, right? I'm reading through the comments, and I just saw a lot of people was showing her sympathy because they grew up with her back in their high school days. Oh my God! Hold on, let me go somewhere else. Don't hear those stupid Mexican music. Go somewhere it's quiet at. No, I was reading through the comments, right? I was reading through the comments, and there was people up there, leaving comments saying that, hey, my prayer goes out to her and everything like that. And there was somebody that left a comment and said that, hey, this woman's not gonna get clean. This woman never gonna change her ways. And then people would just constantly bashing that person, saying that, hey, you don't know her situation and this and that. I was just reading the comment. Now, I should have screenshot it, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna like put it on YouTube because then YouTube gonna assume that I'm trying to be a bully or something like that. They're gonna assume that I'm trying to bully and make fun of it or something like that. Or some idiot out there might false flag me. So that's why I was like, I'm not gonna even waste my time even showing the screenshots. But I'm reading through the screenshots and these people were just making up excuses for this crackhead woman, saying like, "Oh, you don't know her situation, this and that." And I looked this woman up. Like I said, I looked her up. Like I said, she lives in Indiana, and I looked her up, and I looked at all her records and everything. And I said, this woman's been getting in trouble from all the way back from she was a teenager, all through a teenager, all in her 20s. This woman done been in jail probably about maybe, I don't know, maybe 50 times. 50 times. And these people sitting there just making up excuses for this woman. Say, you don't know this woman's situation, this and that. I don't know if it was her friends or family or somebody that probably know him, but I'm just shaking my head and I'm like, y'all pretend like y'all care about this person. Y'all pretend like y'all know her, but ain't none of y'all trying to reach out and help this woman though. Although y'all can sit there and put all that energy in on social media, right? And y'all make up excuses for these crackheads, right? This woman knows she's got problems. This woman knows she's got issues, but she's not willing to go get help though. So what does that tell you right there? She's not trying to get clean. She's not trying to get sober. Okay? As many times she's been in and out in jail, because what they do, they lock her up in jail, and unless they're in there for about maybe 20 or 30 days, then they release her back out in the streets, and she gets back out again. See, her new charge is public exposure. Public exposure. So basically, she was walking around in public, exposing herself. So basically, what y'all saying is that it's okay for that woman to walk out in public naked around people in public, including children. Y'all try to say that it's okay for her to do that? But I guarantee if it was a grown ass man that did that, oh, y'all story would have been a whole lot different. But that's the thing that I'm talking about. People making up excuses for these kind of people. These people ain't trying to get help. Some people that's crackheads, some people can bounce back from it. Some people can get clean and bounce back of. I'm not gonna say all crackheads out there is not gonna be able to bounce back from it, but there are some people that has a very drug addiction problems and issues. They can bounce back from that. And sometimes they can be even better than ever. You know what I'm saying? Some people can bounce back for that. But stop making up excuses for these people out there that's not willing to help themselves. Stop making up excuses for these kind of people. You know what I'm saying? Because it really sickens me. It really sickens me to. Now, I'm not saying people don't have a right to, but I'm just saying, okay, you want to show sympathy. But why would you sit there and make up excuses for someone who's not willing to get clean, who's not willing to help themselves? You can't force them to get help because you're not going out there trying to help them. So why are people like that pretend like they really care about this person when they don't, when they just leaving comments showing sympathy and prayers, but they're not, I really care about this person. Then why aren't you out there helping her then? Why aren't you out there helping these people then? If you really care. But y'all can put all y'all energy on social media and pretend like y'all care about hoping this person get clean. Because me personally, if y'all want to make people, if y'all want to make their failures your failures, then that's on y'all. I'm just saying. Where I come from, if that person decides to become a failure and wants to be a failure, that does not mean it has to be my failure. Yes, I can choose to have sympathy for that person and hoping they get clean, everything like that. But I'm not going to sit there and constantly keep making up excuses for someone who's not willing to go out and get help. Okay? There are programs out there that can help people out there, that help people that's got drug addiction, got anger issues. There are programs out there. Because I'm the kind of person that, yes, I would suggest that to you, but I'm not going to beg you. I'm not going to beg you and hoping that you will go to it. No, 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 no. I will suggest it. And if you choose not to go to it, then what else can I do? The only person that can change that person is that person. Sometimes talking can get through to some people, and some people can, willing to go to these programs and get help. And there's some people that just not willing. They don't want to listen. And some people know they got problems. They know they got problems. They know they got issues. They don't want to go. Some people think they're too proud of it. And that's why it's best not to help those that don't want to be helped. Don't help someone that's not willing to be helped. It's not going to make you less of a man. It's not going to make you less of a woman if you chose not to help someone that does not want to be helped. And even if you are helping that individual and they're not openly not wanting your help, and you continue to put yourself on them and you just give up, hey, you tried. You tried. But that person just kept giving you the middle finger, telling you to bug off and everything like that. Hey, you tried. But don't put yourself on someone that's not willing to change, because you're just wasting your time. And I'm not just saying this as an asshole. I'm not just saying this. I'm not saying this as an asshole. I'm not saying this as a cold-hearted person. I'm just saying, don't help someone that's not willing to help themselves. Because actions speak louder than words. Okay? Action speaks louder than words. Because talking ain't gonna cut it with me. Yeah, I'm gonna get clean. Yeah, I'm gonna get clean. I'm gonna go to this program. I'm gonna go to that program. Talking that kind of talk ain't gonna cut it with me. I gotta see in action. I gotta see for myself that you was trying to get help. I gotta see for myself that you trying to get clean. Because talking ain't gonna cut it with me. You might pull that bullshit on some other people by talking that good talk, saying you're gonna get clean and you really ain't gonna get clean. You might pull that on it. You might pull that wool on everybody's eye, but you won't pull that shit on me. I don't care if you're a man or woman. Get help. If you know you got a problem, then go get help. But I'm not saying if you choose to live, if you choose to want to live a crackhead and whatever miserable life, then that's their choice. That's how I look at it. If that person chooses to live that lifestyle, that's their choice. They put themselves in that position. Yeah, no, but you don't understand their situation. Oh, shut up with that lame excuse. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but you don't understand that situation. You just don't. Shut up with that lame excuse. I'm not making any excuses. I'm just trying to show some sympathy. Hey, if you want to show sympathy for someone who's not trying to get clean, then that's on you. That don't mean I gotta show that same sympathy because you choose to show sympathy for somebody. You want to be an idiot and help someone that's not willingly not to get help for themselves, then hey, that's on you. That's on you. You can say whatever the hell you want to say about me. You know, I only help those who trying to help themselves. And if I see you ain't trying to help yourself, I'm not gonna help you. I'm not gonna waste my time with you. Especially if you ain't trying to get help and you playing these dumb games with me and pretending like you getting clean and you really ain't. No. Uh-uh. I'm not gonna waste my time helping someone like that. You know? It is what it is. Either walk a straight line or get left behind. That's how I look at it. And if you don't want to walk a straight line, then bye. That's how I look at it. But that's just how I feel about these kind of people in this world that just make up excuses. Y'all know what I mean, man. You know, make up excuses for pedophiles, make up excuses for crackheads, make up excuses. They just always got excuses for these people out there, man. It's just sickening. It's just sickening when you see these people just always got an excuse for something. And they know these people are junkies and piece of craps people. They know they are. They're junkies and they this and they that. And they always got some kind of excuse. Always. It's sickening to me. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say, man. If you guys want to leave a comment or not, what do you guys think? Or what do you guys think? If you guys want to leave a comment or not. Anyway, y'all. Peace.